One Piece. What do I think about it? I love it. It's a really good show. I know. However, pretty damn long to watch it. With like 1,064 episodes. Last one just came out like, well, I don't know, like Sunday, was it? And it was Zoro fighting against King. Great animation. Toy. Great animation. I mean, you guys are responsible for Dragon Ball and all that stuff. And I guess Naruto too? Yeah. What struck me was that it's with Luffy. Luffy's Gear 5th is what caught me off guard. Now, I don't want to spoil people about it, so if you have not seen 5th Gear Luffy, if you not have read the manga, I suggest you don't watch this video. Watch someone else's video about how they think about the One Piece. But for 5th Gear Luffy, really caught me off guard. It actually really changed Luffy's character as a whole. Well, not really Luffy's character, more like his power. His first he thought he was like a rubber man. He had stretchy powers. He was immune to bullets. He was immune to falling. But he's not immune to swords. Swords. He's not immune to swords. He gets cut up easily because, well, rubber can get cut up by scissors and knives or football. But it's just that fear really changed the movie. Apparently, it's not called the Gum Gum fruit. It's called the human fruit, and it's a mythical type. It's a zone fruit, basically. The zone type. And that changes everything. Because kind of explain like Luffy's like weird character dynamic, how he always has the most weirdest stuff ever. Stretching powers, I guess it's part of the power. It's part of the devil fruit. But like other stuff, like his rapid healing and his bottomless stomach for food. I guess that could be like I guess that could also be like effects of the devil fruit of the Nico Nico fruit. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. But yeah, the human fruit, and apparently it's based off the sun god. I'm not sure what his name was exactly. The sun god, and it's supposedly in the manga it says that it's one of the most ridiculous devil fruits ever because it basically gives the user ability to do whatever they want, and their only limit is their imagination. That means Luffy can do stuff like grab a lightning bolt from the sky and chuck it at someone. I haven't read really put much far into it because I want to wait till the anime makes more episodes. But I'm starting to contemplate about it and starting wanting to read it because I've been seeing stuff like I saw like a page of where Lucci and Luffy trading blows, and both of them are in the 5th gear state. Even Lucci, he has like black clouds covering it, and I want to see what is that. Did Lucci like awaken his own devil fruit like how Luffy did? Probably. I didn't read much into it yet, so I'm not really gonna get into a whole how it all happened with Kaido and him being beaten down by Luffy. I'll probably read into it and see if I can make a video about discussing about how's that gonna change everything for One Piece. The 5th gear thing, like I don't know. It felt like to me like it never led up to anything like that. I know it's supposed to be caught up like some surprise, like, oh, you didn't expect it coming at you. But at least they could give us some tidbits there. They only give us like they only give us clues about it coming up with the fight with one of the Toby Ropo members against Jinbei. What's his name? Who's Who? Yeah, Who's Who. He told Jinbei that he was used to be an officer. He was guarding the fruit, but he was attacked. My guess, probably Shanks. Only Shanks got the devil fruit. But mhm. and he just says that that prisoners will always think about Shanti, about some sun god that always looks over them. That is just random, completely random. I didn't mind it, but now I do because apparently that same sun god was Luffy this entire time. And that just blows everything out of park. Now, it was cool seeing that fight with Kaido. It was cool with Luffy. He looked more all cartoonish, like, I'm sure that's not the style that Oda was going for, it's just that it just kind of felt like it was funny. To him, it was. Luffy's character just doesn't feel like it fits in with the whole environment of what One Piece puts itself up in. I guess that's why I like it. It's so different. It brings the most goofiest character ever into such a harsh world. A harsh world where everything is power and the government, world government is trying to keep people away from discovering the One Piece and trying to take down all these big time pirates who then themselves are trying to take over the world in some way. Kaido, he wanted to find the One Piece so he could just create a war that would engulf the entire world. So good, but he was a pretty cool character himself. He was someone who really wanted to be defeated. And he predicted that that someone would be Joy Boy. And he was right. Apparently, the giant elephant, I don't know if I forgot his name was, he said that Joy Boy right, and at the exact moment when Luffy gained his Devil Fruit power awakening, coincidence? I think not. So that gives us one hint about Joy Boy. That he used to have that Devil Fruit that Luffy had. He probably used to be the previous owner about it. He probably used to be the previous owner who had it. That is shaking. That is mind-boggling. Because that reveals a lot to us. Joy Boy was in I forgot what he was introduced to because it's so many damn episodes. I can't remember all of them. But the one I remember was in the Fisherman Island. The Fisherman Island where Robin was reading one of the poneglyphs, and then the name Joy Boy appeared. Who was he? No one knows. But apparently he knew the poneglyph language, and he was able to write an apology letter. I forgot who was it to. It was an apology letter, and it had something to do with Neptune, one of the ancient weapons of the world. And apparently, what Neptune is, was it Neptune, or was it Poseidon? It was Poseidon. My bad. It was Poseidon. Poseidon. It had something to do with Poseidon. Even Poseidon, and that was it was the giant mermaid princess. She is the holder of Poseidon. And what that does, it allows the user of Poseidon to control the sea monsters. And since this world is vast of the ocean, and since this world is vastly covered by the ocean, sea monsters would be quite frequent. So yeah, that's a pretty OP power. So with the Pluton, apparently the Pluton it was a blueprint of his ship that had the capability of annihilating islands. Kind of something like the Buster Call, but instead it would be one ship instead of multiple. Mm, but I'm getting a little off topic. So yes, Fifth Gear Awakening, mind blowing. Gave us a lot about Joy Boy. He gave us some information about Joy Boy and who he was. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to bode well with the government, since these guys are also after the devil fruit too. And the last chapter I went off was when one of uh was when one of, the last chapter I left off on was when one of the admirals, Ryogoku, yes, he's one of the new admirals, and he has something called like a plant fruit, earth fruit something, I don't remember. But apparently it allows him to control plants, life, and the earth itself. That's a pretty cool power, yes. Because if he's on the land, he's overpowered. But probably when he's on sea, he can't really do much. So yes, when he's on land, he's pretty strong. I don't know what happened exactly, but I'm gonna read off from where I left off. This is what I want.